So, my name is Yash Bhatia. I am currently pursuing my MTech in Computer Science and Engineering discipline from IIT Madras. I am in my final year, and this is my final year project. So, I'm going to demonstrate what I have done. So what is the project? Project is nothing but the financial voice bot for catering rural Indian audiences. So it's a voice bot, but a multilingual voice bot. So the multilingual part, the connecting the models and creating an output using the native language. So the part is done by Teed and Umair. So my part was to create a chatbot. So I've created a chatbot us- using this. So this is nothing but I'm going to use in the future. Like I've shown you the db.py is the .py file for creating the vector db. I'm not going to into detail, otherwise the video will be get very bigger. So like this is app.py. So JSON rag is nothing but a rag that is we have like the IPYNB file that we have created for creating a vector DB. I have actually the rather than using the db.py, I have created the vector DB using this code. This is the same code, nothing different. So the coming on to the final thing, and this is the DB that has been created. So what is the basically concept? So the concept is when a user fire a query, the query getting uh, the query is in basically English or some kind of language. So that query we get, we do a mathematical representation of that query, and from that mathematical representation we do a cosine similarity search from a vector db, and we find out the cosine similar context and retrieve them, and then after that we retrieving and using that context we pass the query to the llm, and combining those the llm is basically trained on a personal data and responsive query as well. So this is what it is. So coming on to the final app.py, the this is the requirement. This is the loaders that like this is the libraries that I have imported. So you have to load the environment variable. This is the UI. So I'm not going to go into the complete UI. This is the chat history. The first thing I'm going to explain it is basically uh, there are two kind of memory. One is a streamlit memory. Another one we are using is this SQL chat message memory. So this code is using both. Okay. So the next we are using the earlier I have seen the embedding model that I am using in normal text, but the LLM model that I'm using is basically Llama 3.2 colon 3b 3 billion parameter, as it is working most of the time it is working in my computer. So I've used this. I cannot use the bigger model. So this is the model. This is the system prompt. System prompt. I'm not going to explain it. Just giving you right now the brief idea. System prompt is nothing but we how we actually want our LLM to behave. This is what a system prompt. Whatever we write, the LLM going to behave like that. So this is it is. So human message, human system prompt update is nothing but the human message. So and these are basically uh, the pipe operators, and we have created a chain, and then when the chain dot run, or we can say the chain dot invoke, and we get the output, but we are not doing it right now. So we have created a we have loaded a vector db, and from that query, and we created a embedding a mathematical representation, and that mathematical representation has a we calculate a cosine similarity with the vector db, and uh, retrieve the context that is required for it. So we created a context. See, we get a context. Okay, so doing all those things, and this is the retrieval Q&A chain. So I'm not going to into detail. This is the bot response. The bot response is getting created, and this is the UI. So bot response is called over here. over here. Like this is the basically UI in which the query is getting typed, and that query is passed to the get bot response. The getter bot response, what it does is basically do a similarity search, what I've explained it many of the times, so I'm not going to explain it again. So this is the session state, and this is the get session history, and we are appending the chat, that is the current chat, into the history as well. So this is the app.py. I'm going to run it for demonstrating purpose. So we come up to the most important part of it. So for running, so I'm going to activate it. So I've activated the environment. After that, I'm going to run the streamlit run app.py. So the LLM application have been created. So I'm writing this. The user ID. What is the user ID? We can create a multiple of, like we can get once you tell your us or Aadhaar card, phone number, mobile number, all those things. Then only we want to chat. We can implement that functionality as well. So like I have said, my username is user ID is Bhatia Yash Bhatia. So I'm going to start the conversation. What is the conversation? Hi, my name is Yash Bhatia. All right. So my name is Yash Bhatia. Let's see what is going to show. Namaste Yash Bhatia. Nice to meet you. I'm Alpha One. I've just given the chatbot name as Alpha One. After that, I'm going to ask like, who am I? So he has to, if he's not working with the retrieved, he's not working with the basically memory, he's not going to retrieve the relevant information, the relevant context for answering the query better. So we have a memory, and this is so I'm going to check that what like, who am I? He's going to respond it to response. What is the, yeah, Yash Bhatia, nice to talk to you. Just how to clarify, so since we don't have discussed anything previously, I'm using this as a new conversation. Yeah, all those things that is he's saying. Now I would like to invest. I would like to invest for my daughter wedding. Would like to invest for my daughter wedding. Nice to meet you. You just Okay, this is not the question. A great response to be ahead. A daughter wedding is coming up. How much are you looking to invest? Approximately, I am going to invest for 8 lakh rupees. So this is the amount. So it's telling me the appropriate response. So I'm going to say it like, for short term fixed memory, don't ignore the long terms. So all those things. So after that, app.py, and 80,000 US dollars. So I'm going to use it. So 80,000 is the money. And my daughter wedding is not right now. So instead of yours, so this is all those things. FD, is it 7 to 8%? I'm thinking about RD. RD, what do you mean by what do you say? What? So, what is basically RD raising deposit? I'm thinking of having an SIP as well, having a portfolio diversification. I would say portfolio diversification, portfolio diversification. He's going to respond that. So as you can see in all the responses, he is responding in like in not very big words, so that it should be more like a voice bot. So the other thing is I am thinking of thinking of portfolio diversification. Portfolio combine RD and SIP and yeah, I would say fix it. So what he has said is like this. So I'm going to ask him like, what am I looking for? What am I? Yeah. So this is nothing but the 8 lakh rupees around. I would say no clarification. No clarification. Bye. This is the chatbot application.